Boy, it's Carnival CEEN, and the season is rolling on and on and on. We are getting so deep into the Carnival season. We're almost halfway through the year, you know, Kino. And yeah, welcome to another episode. This is season 2, and we are continuing down the trail. We have just left Trinidad and Tobago. Now we are on the way to Carnival in Jamaica. My name is Jherard Morrisidi, otherwise known as Emcee LDV. And with me hanging out in the studio, of course, as Mariah will always say, the suspect, Kino Johnson. And yeah, right in the middle there, you can see on your screen, we have a special guest because we know that we can't talk Carnival without music. We can't talk Carnival without vibes. And this man here, as cool as he is, as calm as he is a vibes master.
He's the vibes master.
Travis was saying you will know him better as Travis World.
I'm going to be
DJ
rude
and music producer.
and disrespectful and break all protocol of welcoming guests.
Yeah.
Don't talk it. Moments ago, I was talking to Eamon and another guest coming up. He's truly the coolest cat I've ever met. Who is this billboard producer, DJ? What have you? Met him a few years ago. Travis World. Now I'm looking for an individual, semi-flashy, talking loud, braggadocious, as they say in rural parts of Jamaica. And then he walks up and says, I'm Travis, what's going on?
Yeah.
Few later, yo, I'm really hungry, but what we eating like this just normal chill. But he is international DJ producer, Travis World. Welcome to Carnival CEEN.
Glad to be here every single year, you know?
Yup.
Love it.
Travis, let me jump straight into this interview and have a little talk with you about your music, man. How you got started in the DJ world and how is it going for you because you've grown levels?
Yeah, I mean, it started off when I was in my teens, you know, I had a love for music and I just always was fascinated with the DJing culture and like even just the equipment, you know, like I would see it from afar. I was like, yo, this looks cool. And I just kind of always showed interest in it. And then while I was going to school, you know, I would always be the guy that day. Was like, yo, put on music, you know? So yeah, it really started from there. And, you know, I got like the cheap equipment to start off with and kind of evolved from, So, yeah.
Evolve is the key word, yet you took it to many stratospheres higher.
Yeah.
So congratulations to you, kudos.
Yeah, man.
But still, you bring the consistency of quality and class. How do you do that? Not just as a top-tier DJ, producer, event curator, businessman, but when you're playing in a fete as Travis World, all eyes are on you. Thousands of patrons. How do you level-headed, balance, and read the crowd to play what they want to hear?
I mean, I always feed off of energy, even before the fete, you know, like one thing that I started doing like in the early half of my career is kind of like talking to everybody and like figuring out. I always hear people complain about DJs and everybody knows the complaints. It's like the DJs play the same thing. Yeah. But in reality, there is still so much you could actually play in a party that is because there are a lot of music, no doubt about that, but there also only music for the party because there's certain things you just won't play in a party, let's be real, you know? For example, if I had to just choose a random example, you're not going to play elevator music in a party, you know? But that is music.
That is music, right?
Right? That's so that's okay. So like I would, from ever since I was young, you know, I would have my friend groups, I'd have my friend circles, and I'd be like, yo, what songs you like now? And I always look for like a trend in. Now, everybody has different tastes in music and everybody likes different sounds. And we might like the same song, but then you have a song that I don't like and I have a song that you don't like.
True.
But we could still have the same taste in music, you know? That's what I mean. So what I do when I do music research, especially for parties, like I kind of just ask people like, what you like, what this one like, what that one like, and I'll look for the reoccurring songs that they choose, and I'm like, okay, this song, I could probably play this in a party and everybody respond to this. Yeah. And one thing that I started doing a lot too in the early half of my career is trying to be creative with it. You know, everybody's big on the stems and the remixes and the edits and things, so like that's one of the things I started. And I kind of built a name for myself from doing those things. Yeah.
Facts. Does it get more difficult playing at different, not just parties or fetes, but in different countries across the Caribbean?
Yeah,
you have
not only
traditional sweet calypso, sweet music from TNT. You have a little bit Afrocentric influence.
Yeah.
The hot thing right now, steam, zest, and then dinner music. Like there's so much jab, there's so much to choose from. So going from island to island, how difficult is that transition?
Well, at first, yes, when I first started traveling, even when the first time I came to Jamaica, you know, it took me a while to adjust. But one thing I like to do anytime I go to a new country or head into a new zone, like I would like to, if a promoter is flying me and I'll be like, yo, what party you have the day before, you know, what's happening before. I listen to the radio. I would go on SoundCloud and just listen to the popular DJs, how they play from that particular island or country, and just kind of get a vibe. Because what's big here might be big over in Trinidad or in whatever island. So like I always try to like immerse myself into the country and the culture and kind of get a vibe from the actual people, you know?
So you do your homework on the popular DJs on the countries that you're going to.
That's, and then even I just ask people, like I always ask, like if I have friends living here, I'd be like, yo, what's the top songs in Jamaica right now, you know? Yeah.
I ain't no snitch, right?
But yeah,
Carnival in Jamaica is on the 27th of April.
That's a road
2025. That's road match.
Yeah.
Travis is here 2 weeks early. I was speaking to him about some other business, and lo and behold, Travis is in what would some Trinidadians would call a zest. So he is a true, not just a scholar, but he's a true student of all music. So Travis, speak up yourself. That's behind the wheels of steel. Talk to us about when you get into instruments, Pro Tools, being a creator of music as a producer. How did that start?
Yeah, well, as I say with the DJ thing, you know, the DJ started off first, and then I mentioned me doing the edits and trying to be creative. And one thing I always looked at, I always I was fascinated with like EDM DJs and how they get to play their own music. And that really kind of triggered something in me. I was like, no one is actually doing this. I mean, there have been a couple of guys who tried it, but like no one has been doing this consistently in the Caribbean. I was like, I think I want to try this and try it with Soca, because that was the easiest reach for me now, you know, living in Trinidad, and everybody's connected, you know, one way or the other. So like, I was like, okay, let me try to learn how to produce. And I was already doing the edits, so I had a level of understanding of how to use the programs. And I mean, I would do my regular research. Like, I love to do research. That's one thing about me, you know. So I love to learn every day, you know. So like, I just started off, and you know, I started working with more of the inner creatives, like the writers and other producers, because I didn't know any artists at the time I was starting up. And you know, some of the writers that I would have linked with had already been working with like the Marshalls, the Cass, and I was like, yo. So I'd send them beats, they would write, and you know, back then I was still like a rookie. You know, it still wasn't the top beats, but I had a sound that everybody liked, and I had a different approach to the music from the regular producers. So like, I was still getting the air that I wanted, you know? And yeah, it just really took off from there, you know. One of the first big projects that I did, which was probably my second release ever, was a song with Marshall called Temperature, you know? And that just happened by us saying, like, let me just shoot for the stars, like, we just send it to him and see if he can take it, you know?
I know, I'm glad Travis mentioned the sound, because before you hear his tag, for the time the tune drop, you know that's Travis.
Yeah.
So Travis, that process of coming up, especially with the drums, because the drum beat is really what signifies that is your music. How you come up with something like that?
I think it's how I grew up, because I grew up in South Trinidad, but I also grew up around, like, you know, the
That's where I'm from. I'm from Sando.
I grew up in the heart of Sando, bro. Like, you can't get more Sando than me at this point, you know? So, like, where I born and lived most of my younger life, when teenage, was, like, I was surrounded by 4 steel barnyards. So, like, when my house is, let's say my house is here, there's a steel barnyard here, one here, one here, one in the middle.
4?
Yeah. So it's like, well, because I born and grew up, it never bothered me. But like, if you were to come and just sleep in my house for like a week during Carnival time, you would go crazy, bro. Because
literally innate. You like, it's a part of you, like.
Yeah, like at this point, like we would be in our bedrooms and you'd hear this thing playing, and it was like, but like if my friends come over, they'd be like, yo, how do you even sleep at night, you know? But I mean, as I said, I born and grew up in it, and I feel like that's something like just always had inside me. Like I can run from it, and I guess it transcends into my career and my decision to be a part of music. And I think just getting that rhythm in my head all the time is like, when I sit down behind a computer or sit down behind a keyboard, it's like, it's just subliminally there, you know? Yeah.
So if you take the population of Trinidad and you multiply it by, let's say, 50, That's how many streams this guy has reached
Oh yeah.
on Spotify. So a round of applause, everybody in the CEEN studio.
And that's only one.
And
That's only one up. That's only one streaming.
Tell us about that milestone, exactly what the acknowledgement was. 50 million streams on Spotify.
Yeah.
How did you get that news and how do you feel about that milestone?
Well, big up Soca Source. So the Soca Source has been trying to shine light on soca, and because we've been in the battle of trying to get it established as a acknowledged genre. But so the Soca Source been doing those research and highlighting all the individuals who've been breaking up the numbers over the past couple of years. And for me, like, I just put in the work. Like, I reach a stage in my career where I don't necessarily try to produce a hit. Like, I more just want to do music I enjoy doing. So if I release a song today and it doesn't do well, like, at least I know when I put it out, like, I enjoy doing the project and it was fun to me. But I would still say I'm very appreciative, and I always love the support that people give me. Like, now I've gotten a little accustomed to it, but like, I still a little surprised when people is like, yo, Travis Will, you know? So, especially when I come to places like Jamaica, because sometimes the non-soca people will be like, hey, Travis Will, and it's just like,
what?
Gets me off guard. Like, even sometimes I'll be in New York or Miami and just randomly walking through the mall and I'm like, hey, Travis Will. So it's like, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm like the forefront of being a star because I'm still very much background. I'm in the back, but with the DJ and thing, I've been trying more to put my personality out there because I am quiet, but at the same time I could be loud if I need to,
I know we're
Producer.
talking about hits like Happy Poppy, It's a Snack. We're talking about the entire Mad Alien Rhythm, and
I think my producer has a clip. We can just look on it and. I got this like 6-7 times. It's some Travis posted on his IG. And it's just a vibe. It's just Travis, Dean Travis, in the streets of Trinidad. You can, this is just a, no, Travis.
I had some drinks in my head there.
Okay.
I had some drinks in my head for sure.
What? Oh no, Travis a big dancer to him, not just music.
You know this song when the rum tell you a big dancer? That was me.
So there is personality, there is charisma, there is character, there is a lot of brain power as a DJ producer.
Yeah.
The hot, fresh track right now, we are in 876 Black, Gold and Green. It's called Maiden Key.
Yeah.
Tell us about that brand new fresh beat, which some of our viewers will be hearing now.
Yeah, so I mean, the idea, I always wanted to do music for Jamaica Carnival, but the issue that I always run into is that it's so quick after Trinidad Carnival. And obviously the steam and the hecticness of Trinidad Carnival, it's hard to really focus on music for Jamaica until the Carnival in Trinidad is done. But I never really give up on it. I tried a couple of years ago and I was like, it's something I don't want to give up on. Like, I believe Jamaica has potential to have one of the biggest carnivals in the world.
Yeah.
Because of access and cultural differences that make Jamaica unique. It's one of my favorite carnivals, I would say. So I think all Jamaica is missing is the music for carnival,
Right.
And I think it needs that blend of the soca and the dancehall. So that's my goal.
Can I be rude? What did Mr. World just say?
I'm sorry, but as a Bayesian,
as a Trini, hold on, all
I agree with an extent.
What did Travis? Can you repeat your last sentence? All it needs is a fusion of
the dancehall and the soca because it's Jamaica.
They have bashment though.
Yeah, well,
it's not about bashment.
No, but I mean that's what bashment is, a fusion of dancehall.
But it's still very much Bayesian influence,
right? Of course, because of the lyrics.
I think because all right, so this is my take on it. Every major carnival or every talked about carnival, one of the things that make it major or talked about is the music.
Yes.
Because it have the era when Trinidad has good music, had the era when Barbados has good music, it have when Grenada has good music, St. Lucia, Dominica, and that's when you see those carnivals start to get more exposure.
Yeah.
So I think, and Jamaica is the land of music, bro. Like at this point, like
you think though, Travis and Kino.
This guy, I'm a brother. Like, we from Sando. Him like soca and dancehall.
Yeah. And I'm not disputing this because I agree totally, 100% with you, Travis. But I do think that Jamaica has already or at least has some kind of remedy for what you're trying to help them to achieve. I mean, if you look at people like Johnny Blaze,
Yeah.
who has been really instrumental in getting music. I think you work with Johnny on this rhythm as well.
Yeah.
Kurt Riley, who
yes.
has made music not only for Jamaica, but for Barbados and outside of Jamaica. So there are producers here, there are artists here who are doing tunes, who are Jamaican.
Yeah.
And
Love it.
just like Travis said, they just need to do music now for Jamaica Carnival.
Yeah. I'm not trying to say it needs to be seasonal. I'm just saying they should introduce more music geared to the carnival because they already have the dancehall that's gonna do its thing throughout the year, and that way, you know, I just feel like it's gonna help the carnival more than do any like a destruction.
One of the first things I noticed when I was new to the Trinidad Carnival scene was that after Carnival, Soca semi-stops.
Yeah.
It's back to their routine, and their routine is dancehall and
Dancehall.
lovers rock. I was like, what?
You know what? I always
I
say
was
that.
like, what's going on?
No.
Where am I? I'm looking around, and it's tunes that they don't play in Jamaica.
Right. So this is controversial, right?
Yes.
Jamaican people might disagree, but I just saying this, right? Trinidadians listen to more dancehall than Jamaicans.
I
Where's the
agree.
paper? Let me sign it.
No,
Bro,
I agree.
yes.
I agree.
Yes. Who want
For
vex,
real.
vex?
You know,
Travis
I
is
noticed
right.
that?
That's true.
There was the year when Skilly Bang had just bust. He had crocodile teeth and big brick pon brick, right? And I think I was in Jamaica Carnival that same year too. So that was playing at all the parties, you know? And then I went back to Trinidad, cool. And the same thing was Skilly was playing in Trinidad. And then I came back for like a one gig in Jamaica for like a weekend. And they were still playing like the same two Skilly, right? And then when I went back to, but what I noticed is that they were still playing the two same Skilly months down the road. And Trinidad, they was playing like 100 different Skilly.
Yeah, like-
And it was all hits in Trinidad.
Yeah.
Trini put me on to some new skilly like 2-3 years ago, as Travis was saying. Like they listen way more dancehall. I co-sign that.
But what we do is like when we start liking an artist in Trinidad, we just tune into that artist and just listen to everything. The same thing happened to Raja and all them guys. When they get their first hit and the music start playing in Trinidad, every single song
Find out
starts
more
playing.
about that. Before we go, producer saying, nah, we're here with Travis World. He ain't here a lot. He's Carnival in Jamaica, Travis World on set, Carnival scene, DJ check, producer check, businessman check. You're also an event curator and promoter. Like at Showtime, you'll have an event called Just Tunes. Tell us about Just Tunes as well as some of your other projects across the Caribbean.
Yeah, well, Just Tunes is not the first time I'm doing it this year because I did it like 2 years ago at Takba. But you know, I just like to doing events for me is fun. I don't really try to make a bag of money from it, to be honest. So it's really just to kind of connect with the people that support me and you show me love, you know. This is the one event, you know, you can get my all, you know.
Yeah.
Because when the carnival kick in,
Yes.
I just said like robot mode, you know. So that's one of the reasons why I did it earlier, because I could have gone into the carnival week, you know, but I choose to do it the weekend before, because I always like to come to Jamaica a little earlier for carnival.
Yeah.
I'm one of the few DJs from the Soca traveling circuit that has come here early. This year I was like 3 weeks earlier.
Yeah,
So,
geez, wow, that's...
but you know, like I like to come and just take in the vibes. Jamaica's a fun place regardless, you know, and it's always like good for me to come and do like the little street parties and, you know, the Uptown Monday. Yeah. And just kind of just see the vibe, feel the vibe, and it also helps with my creativity as well. So, I mean, I just choose to do the events for fun, you know. Just Tunes in Jamaica is just one of my many events that I do around the world. And it's just like me coming to play Just Tunes, bro.
Love it. Travis World, DJ, producer, businessman extraordinaire. Before we go, Travis, you put you on the spot. Let's do this. 3 of your favorite rhythms. It doesn't have to be a song on the track or so. And 3 of your favorite rhythms that you have made. Or top 5. I know the first is probably the first big one is always one of the ones that tug on your heartstring.
Yeah, I would say do this rhythm with Is a Snack and Nessa and Salty and all those, because it was an experimental rhythm for me actually, and when we dropped it, I just never really expected it to take off how it did. So it definitely was, because for me, for it to be a favorite, it had to be an experience behind it and a journey. So that's definitely number 1. Number 2
There have to be
will be most recent one, Alien Head, you know, like
That's what I said.
that one really kind of opened different doors. I always loved jam music, and like just to be able to go Grenada and have one of the most played songs on the road is like mind blowing to me, because you know Grenada is very Grenada central, you know.
Yeah.
So, but they still show a lot of love. Not saying that they don't show love to outsiders, but it's just wasn't expected. So that's one of the other projects. And number 3 would be the Happy Pappy Rhythm, because it helped me pass so much milestones. You know, it was the first super viral song I had with Mind My Business across social media and the world. So it was like
Big rhythm.
a good experience, you know.
As we head to break, you're gonna hear the newest, freshest rhythm from Travis World. It's called Maiden.
I would like to before we cut, sorry, but like to just like spill some beans, you know.
Okay.
Right?
You want to tell the world?
Okay, so just give us 5 more
So we
minutes.
have the Maiden key that's gonna play now,
Yeah.
but we have 2 more rhythms to drop before the weekend is done, and then we also have Shake It to the Max remix with Lady Lava and Skinny Fabulous coming soon.
Wow. We need to cut that. Make sure we cut that, okay? Because that's a huge announcement
know
right
you
here
want to say a while
on
ago?
Carnival Scene.
You know
So
what I'm
make sure
saying?
that is cut
Right.
and posted right
No
now.
hear what I'm saying.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think they just heard.
That's why management is here and overseeing everything. All right.
That's an exclusive.
Travis World, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Travis.
So when we say we're doing music, we're doing music, you know?
Big up yourself, Travis.
Thanks for
Respect
having me.
joining too.
Travis, Carnival in Jamaica on the road. We'll see him on some Genesis events. Just June, Thursday, before Carnival. And Night Mass, if you're in Trinidad, the Wednesday before.
Yeah, the Wednesday,
So
yeah.
many events, so many mixes. Big boss, Travis World. Right here,
Much
live.
respect.
Lady Lava. Welcome back to Carnival Scene, and we are here with our special guest. But before we bring in the special guest, look at this special search. Loop News app, Glam Hub. You'll get hits on hits on hits. What's Carnival in Jamaica without a bit of Glam Hub? Glam Hub makes glamour effortless for masqueraders.
What is that?
Road March Prep,
What is
Hub
that?
a hit at Carnival. Road March Prep, Glam Hub. Gabrielle Waite, the rising star of Caribbean makeup and cosmetics.
My God.
If you don't believe me, ask her yourself. Welcome to Carnival Scene, the lady, the co-founder behind Glam Hub, who caused all these hits and all the ladies on the road in 10 Caribbean, North American countries, including our project manager,
That's a
Sherry Rayner.
Who confidently says
Yes.
and announced to the world that she's getting her makeup done by
Yes.
Carnival Glam Hub for Carnival.
Welcome, Gabby.
Always.
Welcome
Thank
to
you for
Carnival
having
Scene.
me.
How excited are you for, firstly, Carnival in Jamaica, waking up at 1 a.m. to do so many clients, to go and look beautiful on the road? How excited are
You
you?
know, I'm always on a high during Carnival time, especially for Jamaica Carnival, because that's our home.
Yeah.
So usually I actually don't sleep from the Friday, essentially.
Wow.
And we just go straight through. But I'm like on a high. So when I'm there, people are just like, Gabby, how you have so much energy? I don't know where it come from. I'm just on this high. And then by 1 o'clock, like I crash out.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm hungry, and then I'll just knock out and sleep straight until the next day.
10 different carnivals.
Territories. Mm-hmm.
How did you do that in under 10 years? Like, it's amazing.
Well, I think it's also the importance of networking and having a team. So it's not just me alone. We have 3 main persons, and then we expanded and we have our Trinidad team as well, who work with us and partner with us. So I think really having a team is really what helps, and everybody has their different roles. So one person's responsible for expanding, networking, really sorting out logistics, gathering the team. So, you kind of just have to see it as a company, a real business, in order to expand.
So LDV has a question, right? But before his question, I'm going to ask Gabby one more. I'm breaking the script. I'm mashing up Daniel's script and running order. Gabby, you ever have an off day
Yeah.
I see Gabby at supermarket. I see Gabby on the road. I see her at Reggae Boys match in the 81st minute. I see her at stadium when Messi came to Jamaica. Stadium oversold. Jam packed.
No, she's just
I see,
everywhere, obviously.
Yo, what a drink. Da-da-da-da. Crowd, passing people shoulder to shoulder. Here comes Gabby. Eyebrows on fleek. I'm like, Gabby, what's going on? Like, Messi is having a festive day in the National Stadium.
And she doesn't look like
she just walked out of
Because I'm a
Glam
girl.
Hub
My goodness.
experience. Like, how do you do it? Is that pressure to you as the co-founder, face of Gabby?
No, because I am my brand. I think it's very important to be authentic to your brand, and that brand is me. So I am a glam girl.
Period.
And that's just it. Yeah. So I believe that you still have to, well, for me, I still like to look cute even when I'm going to my bed. So I have my cute pajamas. Yeah.
Better.
Really,
But that is just me. That's not everybody, but that's just me. I'm a glam girl and I've owned up to it.
Yes.
And that is fine.
So let me ask you, Gabby. I mean, the idea of having an entire hub, because when we say hub,
Yep.
when she uses the word hub, she doesn't mean just.
It's not just makeup.
You
Much more.
You get pampered. You have your nice drinks. You can get your photos taken. And don't worry, I know the information because not because it was I have friends who know friends who know,
Yeah,
But
it's a whole
Gabby,
experience.
where did this idea come up?
Barbering too?
The barbering,
Yeah.
even the men have something.
So I believe, growing up, I think I'm going to kind of show my age at this point. So back when Victoria's Secret used to have their fashion show, women used to always look forward to seeing that fashion show, and you see the glam process of them getting ready, and it just looks so glamorous and fun. Right. And I felt like Carnival, for me, was the closest thing we had to that.
Right.
For the Caribbean. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, why can't we have our own kind of version of a Victoria's Secret element, Having all the ladies feel like queens, feel glamorous. That's the one time you can actually even feel beautiful and play around for a bit. You play with makeup, you play with your costumes. So we did the makeup. Obviously, with makeup, with Instagram and today's day and age, you want to have your photos taken. But it also, even how it evolved is just by listening to our clients. So we started off in 2018, and we had about 10 makeup artists and 2 hairstylists. We didn't even have a photo shoot element. And then it wasn't until after that, like, we started to listen and we just get feedback. And then we started to just keep adding these different elements. So then the second year we added our photo shoot. Then after that, people are just having their boyfriends come and they're just sitting down. So we're just like, okay, we'll do some barber services.
Yeah.
Now we have our shuttle service. We have bronzing. We have teeth whitening happening. Now you can get jeweled gems on your tooth. There are just so many different elements that we have. We have waxing, laser treatment, IV, if you want to do it before Carnival morning. So you name it, we have it.
Our producer likes it. He just said that's great.
I love it. I love it. For the past 3 Trinidad Carnivals, I look forward to Carnival Day, Carnival Tuesday, because I wake up to go to Glam Hub.
Yeah, it's like your
wake
one
up to
stop.
go I wake up to go to Glam Hub.
You can do your line
Of course
up
I'll
and
be
everything.
there.
You can all meet your woman there. You can meet your woman there.
Jherard, what's in my top 3 must-haves for Carnival?
Must-haves?
Yes.
A trim. As you can
Yes,
see.
you can't stop there.
trim.
That's my confidence. Like, if I leave
Yeah.
if I do not have a lineup or a haircut, that's it for me.
Yeah.
So I go to Glam Hub again, and then while I wait, which is not too long, I'm hydrated. Mimosas are brought to me.
Yes.
I'm offered hot beverages. I'm
Yes.
offered hot breakfast.
God.
And then
you get the
we got
There's
massages, 360
entertainment
cameras.
massages. Yeah, we have masseuse there as well.
So instead of getting up
So it's everything.
and going straight on the road, I can just get up and
It's like
spend
your
a couple-
pre turn up.
Because it's a long day on the road and Kino
It's
can
a
tell
long
you
day,
because-
but where we are, we're centrally located. We're right at Jamaica Pegasus Hotel, and that's our home. So literally, we will shuttle you from where we are to wherever you
Facts,
need to
AC.
be on the road.
But
And
she's
we have a
taking it
party bus.
to another level.
For the ladies of that.
This is in my notes because it's the first thing I wrote down for this show. Gabby, glam, experience.
Yes.
So you're gonna pamper and give persons
So-
the even higher experience than
Right.
Okay,
So
how does
we
that
are
work?
all about treating our clients as kings and queens. However, we've tried to elevate it. This also goes back to just listening to or glam queens and
Right.
glam kings. And always just trying to be our own competitor and try to up the ante each year. So what we decided to do is there is an upgraded package where you can actually have a more secluded experience, but it's on the top floor. So you're getting makeup done by international artists with a view. Everything is a lot more private in that room, in that space. And you're also transported from Pegasus to where you need to be on the road with a different bus. It's a party bus. So it's
But Sherry, and she's
and you get goodies. from
Jamaican
restaurants.
people who say international, and you hear them take the toll. No, please tell them that one of your artists has to go on the Emirates. I'm so serious. Like they include the UAE, Dubai, and
Dubai, yep.
so when
So
she
we have
says
artists in
international,
Dubai. We really mean international. International.
yeah, for sure.
International.
All right, this is beauty. This is Carnival at the highest level. And in the first few episodes, Jherard ran off his mouth,
Why you
and
putting me on the
I
spot like
chat too much.
that? No, but
Gabby got wind of it.
but I'm not the only person who said anything.
Why is you don't have verbal pause? You know, Summer.
I'm just saying that.
What's
I'm not
happening
the only
here
person
is
who
that
said
Gabby
anything.
caught wind of that clip where Jherard and Kino said they know how to apply bass and take care of themselves as TV presenters.
Yes.
So the Gabby Glam experience is going to happen after this, where Jherard and I are put to the test with two models on Carnival CEEN.
Let's
I'm
see
so
how that
excited to
goes.
do this.
Let's see how that
Oh
goes.
gosh.
Wow. All right.
I'm nervous.
It's crazy.
You nervous? I think you're gonna do a
It's
good
crazy.
job.
It's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. We'll be back. We'll be back.
But I am ready. LDV,
Yes.
KJ,
Yes.
G-Dub. Okay. Carnival CEEN, we are here and we are ready because this is a challenge that when you chat too much and it's on CEEN TV
Yes.
in the Caribbean and the New York tri-state area and Canada and all of in UK, people are going to remember. So our emails, our DMs have said, Kino, Jherard, all you think you can do makeup? So we're ready.
All right.
And Gabby was so nice to facilitate our challenge. And she's not only going to facilitate, she's going to judge.
Why am I nervous?
So that makes it even harder.
What? My mother, Abby.
And this
Say
is
hi. This is how she looks now. Just remember that.
and this,
Remember that?
this is Janelle. She said I must emphasize the French sounding on the JH.
All right.
So Janelle.
So what's happening here is designer tag. We're gonna have 3 minutes based on Nick. Daniel, do you have the photo? Gabby sent an inspo image where we're gonna do
Nice.
gems and eyeshadow.
Yeah, just
Eyeshadow and gems.
Top it off with
Because he
some,
doesn't
like-
even know what he's putting on.
No,
So
I
very
just
simple.
simple.
Very simple, right? And then obviously we have the gems so that you can help to enhance the look a bit. So we have our
Sure.
lashes. That might be a bit of a challenge.
Them use
Let's
a
see
ruler
how
on her
well-
eyebrow, like how that
No.
just so no
and
ruler.
we're
You
not
just
we're not even gonna go on to the eyebrows because we're not gonna let you guys
She said
mess up
lashes
anything at
already.
all. So we're gonna do the lashes.
Gabby, you said lashes.
Lashes, yes. They're right there on the table. I
Wow.
guide you before of how to apply. So let's see how great you are.
This
And
is
then
the
we
glue.
have our Gabby Glam lip glosses right here, which are vegan and cruelty free. So they will also be at the hub. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. Who's ready?
We are. Well, I don't know if he's ready. He says he is, but I'm not too sure. Janelle, you ready?
You have, like how on Carnival CEEN, we have designer tag.
Yeah.
This is 3 minutes.
Yep.
How long is a Glam Hub session on average? Like,
So a Glam Hub session, it depends on the service that you're gonna be doing. So makeup only is about an hour and a half. We put
Wow.
it based on the
said
time that
only.
you're gonna be spending
She said-
at the hub. Remember,
she
it's
said
an
only.
experience.
Okay, fair enough.
So it's not just the makeup alone that you come for. So based on your experience at the hub, it'll be an hour and a half for makeup. For makeup and photo shoots, it's about 2 hours and a half. And then for full glam, which is the breakfast, the hair, the makeup, the shuttles, everything, that is about, call it like 3.5 hours. But then we also, what takes time is the fact that we have our dressing assistants. So you don't have to worry about trying to figure out how to put on the costumes. We have dressing assistants and seamstresses on site who will help with that. So that also tends to take time because all of these costumes can be a little bit complex. You can't do it yourself. So that's what really takes a lot of the time in terms of why it takes so long for you to be at the hub. And then just to enjoy the vibe and the food and the drinks that we have.
So for designer tag, we don't have an hour and a half.
No,
we have 3 minutes. How much help can we ask for help?
So,
Thank God.
you guys, so you have 2 lives.
2 lifelines.
2 lives. Okay.
2 lifelines, yeah.
2 Gabby lines.
2, there we go.
Ready when you're ready.
All right, ready? We have the timer. Yeah? All right.
Let me see the nice picture. Let me see the inspo again.
Yes.
Let's see the
Can you run it
inspo.
back?
Time is started.
Yes,
You
so
evil
Just
producer.
to guide you, you're gonna
Okay.
start with the colors first. So you see that you have that yellow, that bright yellow. Can you
Jherard,
see
you
yellow?
start. Time
You
going.
can
Okay,
use
yes.
gold.
No, let's start together.
All right, ready? Go.
So you said pink and neon.
Remember
right?
the-
What's
So the eye first, yeah? And then
Yes.
the vegetable, the vegan.
This is not a lifeline, by the way. Just remember that.
Not vegetable. Oh my gosh.
She's
Then the vegan, not vegetable. The vegan lip
Don't
balm.
even start applying.
Yes.
Time is going.
Oh,
All
yes, gosh.
right, all right.
And then
All right.
what the inspo? Which one? Pink? This? Anyone? Anyone?
You sure?
This?
Okay.
That too much? Oh, this one? Which one? The dust or the flat one? This?
Come.
Where must this one?
Yes, come.
10 minutes,
Come on,
2.5
guys,
minutes.
All right.
So I'm not trying to get.
All right,
Are you
the inner
under?
corner.
Corner.
Okay. We can talk to
Fat. Am I?
Abby, my whole day here. Jeez, you weird.
Can we like zoom in on this?
Weed.
Yeah, but we're not ready. No, sir.
This is too much.
This is too much.
This is. Hey.
All right, so I guess we're using being very creative. All right, so Kino's being very
the raptor.
creative. Come on. All right.
Oh gosh. I think I need a napkin.
All right, now I know who to not add to the team.
No.
You're so beautiful.
No, but it already been.
All right,
All
All right,
okay.
145, that's good.
Come on.
And then
so
what's
we're
up
gonna
top?
have to
Neon?
do the-
Sorry.
Weird.
Mess it up and
Neon?
I'm going
Okay.
to just guide you guys
Yeah, help us with the.
to speed up for the time.
thank
So
you.
I'm
Gabby
going to
is
apply.
screeching right now.
Stop blinking so much.
do it.
So this, you have to lock your eye. Shuffle. Lifeline, Miss Gabby, please.
Yes, sir.
She has to close her eyes to do.
The inner corner, you just want to put it right in the inner corner so that you can.
And then what about the top?
All right, yeah.
Close your
To
eyes.
the other side.
And then let's go over the
You
top.
didn't point out.
Shh. If it never happened on camera, it never happened. And then just go over the eyelid. That's my same question. That's what I was asking.
No.
Something else for that?
No, we're not. You're not gonna do the eyelid at all.
Okay.
Corners.
Corners.
Yes.
How do I clean this up?
Oh God.
Close your eyes.
So you can use this and just to dust this out.
Just dust it. Okay. So let me dust
Come,
this
guys. Remember, you have the lashes next to the, you know.
off. Yeah.
Thank you, project manager.
Alright.
Time is 1 minute timer.
Remember the wrist.
Left.
Lash.
Right.
55 seconds.
If you move, it can kind of.
Lush. Lifeline.
The longest part
Lifeline.
is on
Lifeline.
the outside.
Which one first?
So this is on for this eye.
This is really.
I've used one, Mr. Producer.
So Abby, I forgot to tell you that the we ran out of. I broke Gabby's glue, so I had to use some Gorilla Glue from from the technical team. This is it.
Here. This is
All right,
the-
35. No, we're not asked a lifeline with the time stuff. So 30. Close your eyes, please. Count me down. 30, 29.
Come, lashes.
Look up.
Not him saying look up.
Look up. You're a professional. Look down. Look down. 24. Jesus.
All right, come.
You're
You have to
pretty
do the
bad.
lips now. So you're gonna use that.
You not look bad enough?
Oh, you're gonna do the gems?
I got-
All
I
right.
got-
Oh, yeah. You gotta go for all of the points.
I'm excited.
With the glue.
All right.
Glue on it.
It's a glue.
Yes, the glue's on already. You can just go and put it on. Just go and put it on.
Wrong. Wrong.
5.
It's all about placement, and then the Kino. So this.
7, 6,
This way.
5,
You flash it in
4,
All right, Auntie.
3,
Okay.
2.
Top.
All right.
All right. 1.9, 1.8, 1.7. This good? This good? Feel
On
good?
the lash, right?
As close to it as possible.
I guess
That's so Mwah. All right, we still working on the lashes over
No, we
here.
done a long time, you know.
Alright.
Producer, you said time's up, but them get extra time. Brushes down.
Trying to find-
Brushes down.
Hands
Brushes
down.
down.
That's one lash, though.
Brushes down. Brushes down. Fix you, fix you.
Oh,
To the
no.
masterpiece.
How you near? How you? I didn't even get to finish.
Wow.
Oh,
Yo!
Okay.
All
All right.
All right, so my 20 seconds starts now. Which camera am I on, sir? Which camera are we on?
Lifeline. Give me some more time.
Yeah? This is my lovely model, Abby.
Okay.
For Carnival in Jamaica 2025, she's rocking the cool and deadly lashes. It's accented, that's a word, with gems from Ivory Coast because we are Africans by descent and we want our true gems to be rocked by our African queens. Then now, pink and green in homage of her AKA sisters in North America because they say ski-wee and she's representing that sorority and that's what she's gonna do on the road. She's a queen
All right.
on the road. Presentation. No, Abby, if we don't win,
Presentation.
if we don't win, if we don't win, the Bajan still are working. I watch him. Comblin,
all right.
cheese on.
I was trying to buy some time while Kino was presenting to add some lip, but
Lip.
yeah, some lip.
Some lip gloss. Yeah.
Anyways, this is my lovely model Janelle, and as you can see, we did not have enough time.
The same time. It's the same time.
But she still looks gorgeous because you can see the inner highlight, yeah, right there. Just clock it, yeah, and then and we only got one lash done in time, but
You're pretty.
It looks good. It looks good. Just close your eyes and let them see the lash. You can't even tell the difference because that's how good it is. You understand? That's how well I did.
It's crashy crying.
Okay.
But the eyeliner is actually nice there as well. You can see, yeah, just a little bit of the blue. I wish it was a little heavier, but that's okay because you can still see it on the road. If you see her nice and smile on the road, as she come up to you, you can see. And I'm going to, it's not going to count.
Still
but I'm going
working.
to use Gabby Glam. Why are you laughing at me, Mr. Producer? No, that's not fair. That's not fair.
Janelle?
But Janelle looks lovely.
Janelle?
Looks nice. Okay, don't let anybody
Janelle?
say it differently.
Janelle, you may get a free coupon to KJ's KJ's, give me a name, Gabby. KJ's Artistry Boutique for free.
You want some?
Look on our top model and ambassador right here, sir.
Alright,
So Gabby, before Jherard tries to make magic, oh gosh, what a pretty face gone to waste. You alright, Janelle? Janelle? Glam Hub, Carnival in Jamaica. Is it too
Yes.
late for patrons? Can they check you out on
we
social?
still have slots available. We have our specials as well, so you can go on our website, carnivalglamhub.com, or you can check us out on all socials at Carnival Glam Hub, and you can go ahead and book right there.
Excellent, Gabby, thank you. And before we sign out on Carnival Scene, please announce the winner.
Mama Julie announcing now?
Lip.
Hold on, let's show the inspo.
No, look at the lip.
Director, make it the intro.
Look at the
Alright.
lip. Look at the lip.
No.
Okay. First of all,
first
if
of
you
all-
look on the inspo and you look on your models,
Where's the
not
inspo?
even close.
That's the inspo, okay, the
And not
eyes.
even close. However, for creativity, I will give what we're gonna call this scene. What we're gonna call this side.
Abby, it's all about her.
Okay.
Queen Abby. It's never
Queen
about
Abby.
the artist, it's about the...
Creativity, the attempt of trying to do like a wing glider and having time to add the gems.
Both
They
sides.
actually also applied lashes on both eyes, so
Eyes.
Wow, so we got Martin.
we'll be able to.
This is Carnival Scene. We're gonna see you on the road, ladies,
Definitely
gentlemen. Check out Glam Hub. That's all we have to say. More Carnival Scene, channel 16, Digital Plus, and of course on YouTube.com/SceneTV.
This is why I stick to music.
Clock it.
But clock
Oh.
it. Just clock it. Yeah, clock it. Yeah.
Kino.
Oh,
Does it matter which channel? Clock it. Clock it.
doesn't matter how you clock it, you just clock it.